Welcome to the session on branch and bound technique for applying to the traveling salesman problem. So the traveling salesman problem is the problem where a salesman has to visit a given set of n cities. Each and every city should be visited only once and he should return back to the starting city, that is the first city where he started from. The cost of this tour or the visiting of all these cities should have a minimal distance covered. So the branch and bound technique can be applied to this traveling salesman problem with a reasonable lower bound on the length of the tour. So lower bound on the length L of any tour can be computed. So if there are n cities, for each city I, where I ranges from 1 to n, we need to find the sum Si of the distances from city I to the nearest two cities. So for each and every city, we need to find out which are the nearest two cities, take the sum of those two distances, and hence for each and every city what we find out, this total sum S will be divided by 2 and is rounded up to the next integer. So we get the formula LB is equal to S by 2. Let us see this example where we have 5 cities A, B, C, D and E represented in this graph. In order to select the lower bound for each and every city, that is for city A, we should take the minimum 2 distances. So that is, we need to consider the minimum 2 edges whose weight is minimum. So for city A, among the edges of weights 8, 1, 5 and 3, the minimum are the one with the weights 1 and 3. So we will consider 1 and 3. Next for city B, out of the edges with weights 3, 6, 7 and 9, the least two are the ones with the weight 3 and 6. So we take 3 plus 6. Similarly, for the city C, out of the edges 1, 6, 4 and 2, the least are 1 and 2. So we take 1 plus 2. Then for the city D, out of the edges 3, 4, 5, 7, the least are 3 and 4. So we take sum of the weights 3 and 4. And for the last city E, out of the edge weights 8, 2, 3 and 9, the least two are 2 and 3. So 2 plus 3. Hence we get 4 plus 9 plus 3 plus 7 plus 5. This whole value upper seal divided by 2. That is how we get 14. For any subset of tours that must include any particular edge, then we can modify the lower bound as per need. So for example, if we want Hamiltonian circuits of the graph that must include HAD, then when getting the lower bound, for the vertex A, when we take the edges with minimum weight or shortest edge, we have to include the edge AD. The other edge could be the minimum one. And also for the vertex D, out of the two edges that we select with the minimum weight, one has to be the edge DA. So if we calculate, then we will get lower bound is equal to, for vertex A, then the edge AD has to be there. That is why we get 1 plus 5 plus 3 plus 6 plus 1 plus 2 plus for vertex D apart from the shortest distance vertex H, we also have the HDA plus 2 plus 3 divided by 2, which gives us the value 16. For the next case, that is if the salesman visits from city A, directly he visits the city E, then the edge AE, that is this, as well as for E, this particular edge has to be present. So for A, 8 plus 1 I will consider, 8 because the edge AE and 1 is the value of the least edge. Then for B, it is the least 2, 3 plus 6. So for vertex B, I take 3 plus 6. Next for vertex C, I take 1 plus 2, the minimum 2. Then for vertex D, I take the least 2, that is 3 and 4. And for the vertex E, I have to take one edge weight as 8 and the other one I will take it with the least one, that is 2. So this whole value divided by 2 is 38 by 2, that is 19. So let us construct the state space tree. The root node, we have started with lower bound 14. Then we have the 4 child nodes. After visiting city A, we go to the city B, where the lower bound is 14. After visiting city A, we go to the city C. After visiting city A, go to city D with the calculated lower bound 16. And from A to E, if you were to travel, then the lower bound is 19. If you have taken from A to C, then you will be getting the lower bound as 14. So you have 2 nodes with the least value, that is 14. So you can expand both, but this we will not consider. Why? Because considering the undirected graph, we are going to get the same path. So this node 2 we will not proceed. We will expand only this particular node. So I have 3 options. After visiting A, we are visiting B. Then you can visit C, or you can visit D, or you can visit E. So starting from A, going to visit B and then visiting C. From A, we are going to go to city B, and from B, we have to go to the city C. So these edges I have to consider. So for vertex A, we consider the least 2, right? And we consider this edge and this edge. This has to be there. So we have this edge plus this particular weight. Next, for the vertex B, I consider the least 2, out of which the edge to city A should be there, as well as the edge to city C should be there, and with the least 2 also the same 2 edges are considered. So I have 3 and 6. Next, coming to vertex C. For vertex C, this edge BC should be there. So I have one weight as 6, and the other one I used to take the least 2, right? So I take the least, that is 1. Next, coming to the vertex D, I follow the same principle. The least 2 edges, that is 3 plus 4. And for vertex E, I take the least 2 edges, that is 2 and 3. This I have shown here. So we need the upper seal. So AB plus HAC, that is 3 plus 1. BA plus BC, that is 3 plus 6. CB plus CA, that is 6 plus 1. DC plus DE, that is 4 plus 3. EC plus ED, it is 2 plus 3. So this value we are going to get as 32. So 32 by 2 is 16. Now if we consider visiting city A followed by city B then to city D, that means this H I go from A to B, then I go from B to D. These edges should be considered. So when I consider for the vertex A, this edge should be there and the other edge is the least one. So I take AB and AC, that is 3 plus 1. Next, coming to the vertex B, I have to take the edge AB as well as the edge BD, that is 3 plus 7. So I have no chance of taking this particular edge. So 3 plus 7 because I take BA plus BD. So that is for vertex B. Now coming to the vertex C, I can choose this minimum 2. So 1 plus 2. Then for vertex D, this edge DB should be there. So one of the edges is DB plus the other one is the least one, that is the edge 3. So DB plus DE, and for E the least 2, that is EC and ED, 2 plus 3. So this when we sum up, we get the value 32 by 2, that is 16. Next, let us consider A followed by B followed by E. So A to B and then B to E. That means this particular edge should be there. So for the vertex A, I have to take the cities, this edge AB, and the other one could be the minimum one, that is 1. So 3 plus 1. For city B, I will take this particular edge, that is 3, plus the other edge has to be the edge BE. So 3 plus 9. Next, for the vertex C, I take the least 2, that is 1 plus 2. For the vertex D, I can take the least 2, that is 3 plus 4. And for the vertex E, I should include this edge, that is EB. The other one could be the least one. So the other one is 2. So I take 9 plus 2. So this value is giving us 37 by 2. Because of the upper seal, we take the value as 19. So let us continue the state space tree. So we have expanded this child node 1 to generate the child nodes 5, 6 and 7, wherein A, B, C, the calculated lower bound is 16. For A, B, D, the lower bound is 16 and A, B, E, the lower bound is 19. Now out of these, the best ones are the ones with the least value, that is 16. Since two nodes are having the value 16, we will expand both these nodes. So both 5 and 6 we have to expand. Now there are only 5 cities out of which A, B, C is considered. Now you are left with only two options. You go to the city D or you can go to the city E. Now if you go to the city D, the leftover city is obviously the city E. Okay, and if you go to the city E, then the last city would be the city D. Similarly here, after going A, B, D, either you can go to the city C or you can go to the city E. But if you go to the city E, the last city that you visit will be E, and if you visit E, then the last city that you visit could be C. And finally, you should end up with the city A. So let us see how to calculate the lower bound after having visited cities A, B and C. Now we have two options, that is we can go to the city D that is remaining, or we can visit the other city, that is E, after visiting the city C. So if we visit the city D, then the last option is the leftover city, that is the city E. And in case we visit the city E, then the leftover city is D. And of course, we have to end at the starting vertex, that is vertex A. Similarly, in the case of ABD, either we can visit the vertex C or the vertex E. So if you visit the vertex C first, then of course the last vertex to be visited is E. And if you visit the city E first, then the leftover one is the city C. And this also ends with the vertex A. Now, with this A, B, C, D and E, we have completed the tour. So after this, let us calculate. It is the complete tour. So length of the tour, which is represented as L. So when considering L, for the order of visiting the vertices, that is A, B, C, D, E and ending with the city A. So AB, the length of ABH is 3, then BC, so B to C edge is 6, C to D, that is 4, D to E, that is 3 and E to A, that is 8. So if we take the sum of these, we get the value 3 plus 6 9, 9 plus 4 13, 13 and 3 16, 16 and 8 24. Similarly, the length of the tour, if we go in the order, that is A, B, C, E, then D and ends with A. Then in this case, from A to B, the length of the edge is 3, then B to C, so B to C is 6 plus C to E, so C to E is 2 plus E to D is 3 and then D to A, that is 5. So 3 plus 6 is 9, 9 plus 2 11, 11 and 3 14, 14 plus 5 it is 19. So if we go from A, B, D followed by C and E and ends at A, then cost of the edge AB, that is 3 plus cost of the edge BD, that is 7 plus cost of the edge DC, that is 4 plus cost of the edge CE is 2 plus cost of the edge EA is 8. So we get this as 3 plus 7 10, 10 plus 4 14, 14 plus 2 16, 16 and 8 is 24. And in the last case, if we go from city A to B, then to D, followed by E, then C and A, then in this case, edge cost AB is 3 plus edge cost BD is 7 plus edge cost DE, it is 3 plus edge cost EC, it is 2 plus the edge cost C to A, that is 1. So 3 plus 7 is 10 and 3 13, 14 15 plus 1 16. So now let us continue the state space tree. When fifth node is expanded, we get nodes 8 and 9, wherein we have seen after going to city A, B, C, if we go to the city D, then the tour ends with E and returning back to the starting city, wherein we found the length value is 24. If we visit A, B, C followed by E, then the last city to be visited is D, and returning to the vertex A, we get an L value of 19. And if we expand node 6, that is after visiting the nodes A, B, D, we can go to C and ending up at E, returning back to the city A, we get length of the tour as 24, and A, B, D, E followed by the last node that is C and visiting A gives us a length of 16. Among all these, the best one is 16, which is having the least cost. So this is our optimal tour. We still have nodes 7, node 3 and node 4 which are not yet terminated. So let us see whether we need to expand them or not. This can be decided only when comparing the value of the solution obtained. This is our best solution that we got. We need to compare this value, that is 16. So we compare 16 with the lower bound value of node 7, that is 19. Now this value 19 is greater than the value of 16. Hence now we kill this particular node. That means we need not expand this node, so we terminate it because it is non-promising. Also node 3 has a lower bound of 16, which is equal to the length of this best solution, that is the optimal solution 16, and hence this also we need to terminate because it is non-promising. We are not going to get any better solution by expanding it further. And node 4, its lower bound is 19, which is also greater than the L obtained from node 11, which is 16. So this is also terminated. So we get the best solution, that is the salesman needs to go from city A to city B, then to the city D, then E, last to city C, and then return back to the city A, and the length of the tour is only 16. So if we were to expand node 2, then we would get a lower bound value as 14. This is because, as before, if we calculate the sum of the least edges, we get 1 plus 3 for the node A, 3 plus 6 for the node B, 1 plus 2 for node C, for the node D 3 plus 4, and for E we get 2 plus 3. All these values if you take together and divide by 2, then we get the lower bound value as 14. At the next level, after visiting the cities A and C, you could either go to the city B, or you could go to the city D, or you could visit the city E. Now, if you were to visit the city B, then you have to consider AC, then C to B. So, these two edges need to be considered. So, when calculating the lower bound, you have to take for A 1 plus 3. For B, this edge has to be there. So 3 plus 6. Then for C, you have to take this edge with weight 6 plus the other one would be the least one, that is 1. So I have 1 plus 6. Then for D, you could take the least 2, that is 3 plus 4. And for E, you could take least 2, that is 2 plus 3. Now if you find the sum of all these and divide it by 2, then you will be getting the lower bound as 16. Similarly, if you do for ACD, in that case, I'll choose a different color. So I need to go from A to C and then from C to D. So these edges have to be there. So when I calculate the lower bound, then for vertex A, I need to consider 1 plus 3. Next, for vertex B, I need to consider the minimum 2, that is 3 plus 6. For vertex C, I have to include this edge as well as this edge. So it is having the weights 1 plus 4. Then for the city D, I need to include this edge and the other is the least one. So 4 plus 3. And for E, I have to take the least 2, that is 2 plus 3. This whole value divided by 2 if you take, you will be getting the lower value for ACD as 15. And coming to ACE, you will be getting the lower bound. So you need to have the edge AC and from C to E. So C to E is this edge. So in that case, for vertex A, 1 plus 3 plus for vertex B, 3 plus 6, that is the least 2, plus for vertex C, you have to take 1 plus 2, plus for vertex D, you take the least 2, that is 3 plus 4, and for vertex E, you need to take 2 plus 3. Each time you ensure that the selected edge has to be there. In this case, it was the least one, so it is also present. This whole value divided by 2, so we get lower bound for ACE as 14. So if we were to expand node 2, we would be getting 3 child nodes with lower bounds 16, 15 and 14. So the best one would be the one with the value lower bound 14. So we would next expand this particular node, that is having the values ACE. So let us try to expand this ACE. So we have two options. After visiting ACE, you can visit vertex D, and the last vertex in this case would be the leftover one, that is B. Or you could visit B first, then followed by D, and both these will end up with vertex A. So if we were to consider ACE DBA, then this is the complete tour ACE D B and A. So in this case, we would get the length of the tour as AC. So what is AC? AC is 1 plus next CE. So C to E, that is 2. E to D. E to D is 3 plus D to B. D to B, that is 7 plus B to A, that is 3. And this value is also 3 plus 3, 6. 6 and 7, 13. 13 plus 3, 16. And if we were to take this particular route, that is A, C, E, B, D and A. So A, C, E, B, D and A. Then the edge AC. So the edge AC is this one. So 1 plus the edge CE. So C to E is 2 plus the h E to B. So E to B is this one with the value 9. So 9 plus B to D. B to D is 7, and then from D to A, that is 5. This value is 3 plus 9 12, 12 plus 7 19, 19 plus 5, this is 24. So we would get the best one as the least one, that is 16. And being an undirected graph, if you consider this, the edges that you have got now, A, this could be A, C, E, D, B, A. So that is A to C, C to E, E to D, D to B, and B to A. These edges that you have got are the same that you have got after expanding the node 1. Okay, with the optimal tour length as 16. Because this is undirected, this would be the same path that you are going to traverse. So that's why they have not expanded this particular second node 2. You will be getting the same path.